corrections. It's been a while, man.
Yes, it has.
Are we both in frame?
Yeah.
Decent.
It's Gucci gang. Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Alrighty, man. How have you been?
Very good. Very good. Lots of work. Lots of changes. But feeling good. Feeling light and airy, man. How you doing?
I've been good, man. It's been pretty swell. I've been blessed. Been blessed. That's all I can say. Bless up, bless up.
That's right, brother.
But it's been a hot week this week. I ain't complaining. I'd rather take this than winter.
I'm with you, dude. It's right around the corner.
Dude, freaking fall? Oh my gosh. It's coming up soon.
Dude, it's almost September. I remember it was January, man.
I know.
Wasn't that long
Dude,
ago.
it happened so fast.
It
Time just
It did, man.
rolls, man.
But it's a good thing. We're moving. We're doing big things.
Yeah.
Getting there.
So like with the bike, I guess with the content, you got all your content ready to roll. How's that going? 'Cause
Yeah.
you got a new software, didn't you, with the content?
Well, not new software. I'm using the same software, but I'm just still learning it. Still
Yeah.
trying to get better.
Trying to
That's the hardest part about it. It's like recording it is one thing, getting all that footage in a device where you can store it safely, was also learning the whole editing process and how you can do that efficiently. Because it's like you can start it out and you can make a decent video, but that's the thing. You don't want to make decent videos. You want to make things that are going to get people's attention. Something that's going to represent the Lord's word. That's what I'm trying to do. So it does. It just takes time and a lot of effort. But you got to stay patient and remember that it's going to work out.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Yeah, there's a lot of details it looks like with software. I mean, it takes, like our software with our company, it's the same thing, just different, I guess a different tool for it, so it just takes time. But like once you know it, like once you make your second, third, fourth, fifth video, man, it's gonna be clockwork.
Yeah, it's just getting over that hump. I mean, it's always starting out on anything. Just starting out and getting over that first learning process. And then after that, you're always going to be learning, but you've got the base, man. You need that foundation. And that's what you can't skip over. It's easy to get impatient and just want to get these videos out.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You gotta work it the way it needs to be worked.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that. It's tough and it's frustrating too. Like you want to get it done in a certain time frame, but
yeah,
it's just very tedious. Like I get that all the time. Like you think it would be a lot quicker to get done, and then it turns into like 2 weeks or longer.
Yeah.
It's just like fudge, dude. I thought this would be a lot faster.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's annoying, but
it's going well.
it worked out.
Well. Yeah. I'm almost finished there. Just gotta get the details in, and then it should be good to go. Next project started.
Yeah. And your injuries going well? Your knee, your elbow?
Yeah, getting much better. They're pretty good. They're just scarred up now, but from sparring and from doing martial arts and stuff with my friend, we like to spar and stuff. He just started a little bit ago, but he's already getting pretty freaking good.
He knows his weaknesses.
Yeah, he started to get there, but yeah, last weekend we were really getting at it. It just kept hitting my elbow. I kept blocking with my elbow. It keeps blistering up now. It's like, crap, man. I gotta chill.
Doesn't learn his lessons.
I don't. But
it'll work out though.
yeah, it's
healing a lot faster than we thought.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And it's hard to stay patient with that because you want to do so many things. Everything I like to do is violent, So it's hard to take it easy and not hurt yourself.
So you think having that injury, was it kind of distraction of things, or like what happened with all that?
I think it was definitely God teaching me a big lesson on just making sure that you aren't doing stupid stuff. It's okay to do fun stuff, but it can't be things that are going to distract you from His purpose. I was starting to get into wheeling and trying to get into the stunning kind of stuff, and it's like that's great for some people, but for me, what my purpose is, I can't be doing. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get hurt, and it's expensive. It's a whole other deal. And instead, I should be focusing on rebuilding the bikes and making great content. Which, I mean, I guess it did turn out as good content. That's why the Lord is so good. Because even when things seem awful and things are just way off, you know,
Yeah.
it always ends up somehow better, even though it's
Yeah.
a terrible problem. But
Change is hard to deal with at first, and then like once you're kind of like used to it, then it's like it flows
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
yeah, it gave me a chance to learn how to paint, spray paint.
Yeah.
I got to paint the bike. I mean, I would have
Dude.
never done that without that. So
Isn't that crazy? And you gotta check out his video at AJ Performance, Aiden James Performance.
Yeah.
So it's AJP, but yeah, Aiden James Performance. I usually like tag him on it anyways, so
yeah, should be out soon.
helping each other out, baby. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so how long do you think your video will be?
Hoping to keep it around nothing higher than 16 minutes. I'm thinking. At first, I was like 8 to 12. That's usually how YouTube videos are. You know,
Yeah.
usually 8 to 12 minutes is a sweet spot. But since it's a longer build and stuff, and there's a bunch of time lapses, it's probably gonna end up around 16 minutes.
And then he's doing the voiceover, so that's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna try voiceovers. I think that's gonna be much better.
It'll be cleaner, yeah.
Yeah, much easier to get to the point. And yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good.
I think voiceovers, dude, by far. Like, it could be Reels, TikToks, anything. Like, it's just cleaner.
Yeah, because
That's what I
you
would.
get to think. You actually get to think before you speak.
Yeah, and then you're not guessing and then, like, hiccuping and all that
yeah.
crap.
And just saying stuff doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it's voiceovers are.
Dude, I do that because, like, it's hard. I mean, it's kind of impossible. You gotta be, like, really good. I mean,
yeah.
it's not impossible, but I'm saying you gotta be really good to, you know, not say and, but, you know, all those different conjunction words that you're just gonna repeat all the time.
Yeah, I think it just takes a ton
Practice.
of time just to get practice at doing that. It's like a whole another skill on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, the voiceovers are nice just because, I mean, if you want good content, it's hard to mess that up. You know, you can do it over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So how's it been going for you, man? What's
Dude.
going up with JIT? What's going on, man?
It's been good. I mean, we've been really busy for like an August time frame. It's been really rainy, which I'll take, man. But now it's hot, so it's. I mean, things are growing still, so we're really been busy with our crews, and everything's just been going well. There's been a lot of like good growing pains, which I'm thankful for, but I'm just trying to take them in one thing at a time, and then trying to do my best to figure it out with the Lord, you know, not by myself. And so I've definitely learned about that. I've been humbled so many times, dude. Like, I'm almost getting humbled every day because like, but it's like good humbling moments that are just building me and shaping my character and my heart like to where it needs to be. I think that's huge. So, but yeah, everything's been well. A lot of change happening, but change is good if you view it that way. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
What do you think is like? So, like, I know we've talked about like before. We wanted to talk about like our distractions because like it's so easy, I feel like, to get distracted sometimes, even with, you know, making videos or the stuff that you love, like fixing bikes or painting bikes. Like, even you can get distracted by your own stuff that you're trying to do. Like, and it's I don't know, like, what do you find to be like your biggest distractions when you're doing things?
The hardest thing for me, definitely with distractions, is like the wants, and my wants are always like bikes, engines. Just, I love engines, man. I'm crazy about engines. Anything automotive. I watch YouTube videos, of course, and I see these people building amazing cars and bikes and different things, quads. And it's so inspiring for me. I'm like, man, if I do this, if I sell these, I could put that money into this and then make this go stupid fast, or I could take this to the drag strip.
Good content.
Dude, it's, there's so many ways to make content, but you gotta find a niche that's gonna be your thing. It's like I could do that. I could make these builds. I could make a shopping cart go 100 miles an hour, but there are people doing that already. I need to find something that's really different, which is good. I mean, it's inspiring, but definitely sometimes, like especially with the Mustang, like I've got a buddy that has a Challenger, and he's got like 450 horse. He's tuned it. He's put a full exhaust, and it's freaking rowdy. Justin's heard it. And it's amazing. It's inspiring me to want to build a swinger, which I know I'll build my Mustang up eventually, but it's all about timing, right? And I know it's not God's time for that right now, but it is tempting. Those are the distractions for me. Just wanting to do things that aren't the right time.
Yeah.
So easy to get distracted by that,
No,
and then start putting your time into figuring out things that you shouldn't even be doing, and you know you shouldn't be doing it, but you still want to do it. Like I'll be researching parts for the Mustang that I'm probably not going to build for another 3 to 4 years, depending on what happens. I mean, I don't know, but just focusing on the wrong things at the wrong time. It's easy for me to do.
That's the same way for me. I think it's harder for us, like especially when we're younger, because we have a lot more energy. We just want to freaking go crazy. But God has timing for everything, and it's not under our control. It's under His to leave that, to us, to decide if we're gonna follow that or not.
Yeah.
So, I totally agree. I think like some of my distractions, I guess not like the distractions that I've seen, like as there's a lot of like guys I see on YouTube and Instagram and stuff. They do like hardscaping, landscape, so it's like patios or like just hardscape construction, and say you need to do this, bro, you need to do that, higher profit margins, higher this. But like, yeah, I get that, but that's not my plan. And there's been a lot of people coming up to me. It's like, you can do this service, this service, this service, that service. But like you said again, you need to have a niche or niche or whatever, however you say it. I say niche. But like whatever, you get the concept. You need a niche to be great at. You can't have like multiple different things that you're distracted on with your time and resources on, like to figure out, oh, I need to be good at all these things. No, you need to be great at one or two things and focus on them, because there's a lot of people like that will create a business and say they're an entrepreneur, and then something will happen to their business, and maybe they like another opportunity, and then they go to the next opportunity, and then the one they just created or established just fails. And so they just keep jumping, and it's like they weren't focused on the original one that they created to scale it up. And that's why I feel like a lot of people just give up and don't build something great, because they're not focused on the original idea that they had. They keep jumping ideas.
That's so true. Yeah, that's the thing, is just being disciplined in what you're doing. You can't, you got to focus on your niche, like you're saying. If you have multiple things that you're focusing on, you're going to be good at all of them. Sure, you can be good at all of them, but you're not going to be the best at all of them. It takes hard focus on one thing to be the best.
Yeah, and you don't, let's just say this, like you don't have to love it or make it a passion either. Like you can do something that you don't love, but you're like, there's so many different ways you can think about this, but I know there's a lot of people that say you have to love something in order to do something. Like, I don't believe that. If you believe in something, like that's how I say it. If you believe in something rather than love something, that's what makes you great. Like people going to college, like, oh, you gotta love this or love that. Like, sometimes I don't love landscaping, you know what I mean? Like, we all have those days, but if you believe in it though, if you believe in yourself and you believe what God has in mind for you, you're just gonna build something amazing that not a lot of people can do.
Yeah.
And it's a lot harder when you're jumping from place to place. And I know people that created multiple businesses and they never passed $1 million in revenue, and it's just like they're just wasting their time.
Yeah.
They're going from carpentry to roofing to mowing grass. Like, what else? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's
true.
hard to do that. It's hard to stay focused and grow in something big that way, or even let alone make money. So just focus on something that you're really great at. And yeah, sometimes you're not gonna like it, but don't let other good opportunities that you might see distract you. Find one or two that you can build on and do it at a massive scale.
I think the business aspect of that is a lot different as well. Because I mean, in business, if you have multiple focuses, then you're right. You're not going to have as much revenue
Yeah.
at all. I mean, if it's like hobbies, then sure you can be good at a few different things. It's not really like that big of a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
But with business, I mean, there's a huge difference between being a monopoly of one niche rather than being decent in all of these things.
Yeah.
And having all these expenses and all these things you gotta track.
Yeah.
I think you're right on that. I'm
Yeah.
sure for you that's kind of hard to stay away from going to different areas, because I'm sure people are always telling you like, go into this, you need to start doing this, you need to
Yeah.
do that, and it's up to you and to you with God to think about what you need to do and what you need to focus on.
It's like so many people say you have to be diverse. Like, honestly, I mean, I don't really believe that. You don't have to be diverse, because if you have something, if you create something so big, like, and so great, it's most likely not gonna fail unless you like are stupid about it and you're just not disciplined. But if you're disciplined and building something great that will last for generations, like, you're not gonna have issues, you know? And if you hire the right people, have the right people in place, it's not gonna be an issue. So like, I think it's, you know, just focusing on the one to two things, like, just keep it simple, bro.